Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is almost Christmas time. In fact, I think next week is the last week before Christmas. If you haven't done your shopping, you better get on it, which would include me, because I haven't done any shopping hardly at all. But if you watch this channel at all, you know that a lot of times at Christmas time, I will do a Christmas shoot of some sort. Now, I photographed Santa a couple of times. In fact, he was just here this past week, which I'm going to share in an upcoming video. We got to photograph Santa again, which was awesome, and I'll tell you about that more. But I have not done a specific Christmas shoot. Now, in years past, I've done some composites. Last year, I actually did a composite with my truck and some things we did in the studio, and I pieced it all together and created some kind of Christmas-looking themed shot. And so this year, I want to do the same thing, but I don't have the time to do a composite like I would normally do. So I'm going to do something simple and straightforward here in the studio. And the vision that I have, I want to do like a mug with some hot chocolate in it, with some marshmallows, and we'll prop it. And hopefully we'll have the fireplace in the background. And we'll just make this festive, hot cocoa, Christmassy themed photo shoot here in the studio, like a product shot. But if you watch the channel at all, you know that I'm also a stock photographer, so we'll try to make a stock shot out of it as well that we can sell to the agencies and not only come up with a neat photograph for the Christmas season, but maybe something that can potentially earn us a little bit of income. So that's what I'm going to do today. I've got the shot pretty much set up as far as the lighting and, you know, the basic setup. Now I've just got to prop it and get it all looking pretty and, you know, whatever little props that need to go in there and stage it and finalize the shoot. So it should be a lot of fun today. As always, I love being in the studio. As you know, my favorite type of photography to do, product photography in the studio, or at least one of my favorite things to do. But it's a nice day to be in the studio as always. So let's get back at it and create a really neat shot. Okay, so initial propping. I haven't got any hot cocoa in the mug yet because that'll be the last thing I do. Get that filled up. Want to get everything situated before that. I've added some different props that I found around the house. I may take that a little bit farther, but yeah, this is just the initial. Let me show you what I'm doing though. I am just using speed lights today. If you notice, I've got a softbox hanging over the set. It's got Godox V1 in it. And then back over here, I've got a Godox V1 as well with some barn doors on it. I've also got a warming gel filter on that to warm up that light coming across. But that's it, just two simple speed lights in the studio, putting out f8.5. So I've got a lot of power coming out of just two little speed lights. I think they're both at about full power though. And if you look on here, I've also got that egg carton grid thing on the softbox to kind of bring that down. It just happened to be on my softbox when I put it up there, so I left it on. I'm liking the way it looks, so I think we'll leave it there. But again, f8, two speed lights is all I'm using here in the studio. Okay, let me show you from this way. There's the basic setup. I haven't turned the fireplace back on yet because it's going to get warm in here if I do that. Like I said, I am at the moment, I'm at ISO 160, f8.5. I'll take this shot. Let me show you what I've got so far. Yeah, I'm starting to like that. I think if that fireplace lights up in the back, brings a lot of warmth to that background, we might just about have it. Pretty simple. Maybe a couple more little props in there. So I've done just a little bit more tweaking. One of the things I think needs to happen, this plate looks a little blank over here, so I have found, these are actually ornaments, but I think they will look like cookies. Gonna kind of add that to the corner of the shot. Other than that, I think the presentation's looking pretty good. We'll just have to do the hot cocoa at the very end. But let me show you where I'm at with the camera. I've bumped it up to ISO 400. I am at 1 second exposure. I'm down to f11, but I changed the exposures to pick up a little bit more of the flames. I had to bring the lights down in power just a little bit because bumping up to ISO 400 made the lights too bright. But let me show you where we're at the moment. I like it. We'll move this cookie right. We'll move this one guy in just a little bit. So he's a little bit more like that. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Let's get the hot cocoa and we'll be good. One last thing I wanted to show you. I put up this card because I had so much light coming out of this window over here that it was contaminating the set for that 1 second exposure. So I put that card up there to knock a little bit of it down. I may even move it in just a little bit. Just trying to make the ambient light on the scene a little darker so that I can drag the shutter to get that fire in the back. If I was shooting at night and it was dark, that would be even better because there is a lot of ambient light coming in here. I may set up another card just to kind of knock the light coming off of this window and that window. I don't know, we'll see. I think the photograph is pretty darn close. Once we get that hot cocoa in there, I think we'll have it. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that I propped up the two things that are sitting in the back, this candle back here and this jar full of ornaments. Because they're vertical lines and the camera is pointing down, the vertical lines were kind of being weird. So I propped those up. They're actually leaning in so that the vertical lines look like they're correct. Just a little trick that 9 times out of 10 people wouldn't notice that, but I noticed it, and we'll just take care of it and make it look good. So, all right, some hot cocoa and final images. Okay, I forgot to turn the camera on there, but I have filled it up with hot cocoa, put the marshmallows in. I think I'm liking everything. I actually had to turn the power of the top light down because those white marshmallows were catching so much light. Still at 1 second. Fire's even glowing back there pretty good. So I dropped a few marshmallows. I think I'll fix those a little bit and I think I'll have it. Okay, last thing I did, I've done this many times on this channel. I put these glasses in here to add some kind of neat shadows and lighting effects across that plate. And I think that's a final image right there. I'm going to put it into the computer and just confirm that, because sometimes getting it on a bigger computer screen will change some things about how it looks and what I want to change. But I think I might just have it. I also need to get that fire off because it's getting hot in here for sure. All right, let's go put it in the computer. Okay, one last quick little look at the setup. I've got a Fuji X-T4. 16 to 80 millimeter lens. I ended up at f11 and I am, I don't know, I'm somewhere between 50 and 80 millimeters. I don't have it racked out all the way to 80, but I'm close. I've got the Godox Pro trigger And like I said before, I'm only using speed lights on this shot. I've got two V1s. This one is in the S2 bracket, I think it's called, with this octabox on it. V1. This one ended up being at 16th power, so I've got it dialed down quite a bit. That's kind of just doing an overall fill of the scene. Like I said, it's got that egg carton grid on it. And then over here, another V1. It ended up being at full power. I've got the barn door on it. I think I'm fine to move all this stuff. And then if you can see, I've got a warming gel in there as well. The only other lighting trick is the glasses that the light is shining through, creating some shadows and some neat lighting effects. And then of course the shutter speed was 1 second so that I could bring that fireplace, the flames of the fire, into the shot and get some glow back there. And the only trick to that was the amount of ambient light that's in this room. If I was shooting, like I said, in the evening or in nighttime, it would have been a little easier to control that. I probably could have dragged the shutter out to 3 or 4 seconds and really got that fire going, because there would have been no ambient light on the scene. But as it was, I had, a lot of light coming into the room, so that changed what I could do and couldn't do. But overall, I think I'm happy with the setup and I'm happy with the results. Okay guys, there you have it. What'd you think of the shot? Do you think it turned out okay? Like I said, I like to do a shot at Christmas time just because it's a lot of fun to do things like that. And I don't know, it's just a great time of the year to be creative with some kind of festive fun shots. I'm going to send this into the stock agencies. We'll see if it goes anywhere. I have no idea, but we'll try and maybe make a little bit of income out of it. But it was just a fun thing to do. And, the other thing I was trying to do was just prove that you can do shots like this with simple speed lights. It doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment and big, expensive, powerful strobes to pull something like this off. Just two simple speed lights. And I probably could have done it with less gear. I mean, I had the softbox as well. So I've got a couple little things to do modifiers, but by and large, just a really simple setup, and it doesn't take a lot of expensive gear, like I said. So let me know what you think, things you would have changed, things you would have thought would have made this shot better. I'm always up to hearing stuff like that, but I hope if nothing else, I inspired you a little bit to get in the studio and get creative. Yeah, just get out there and do it. So you guys have a wonderful Christmas season. I know we're only about, I don't know, 10 days from Christmas, something like that. I don't even know. But anyway, we're getting close. That's all there is to it. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and I will see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. That would be a great Christmas gift to give me. I would appreciate that. That's all I'm really asking for. So, all right, guys, have a great day. See you next time.